Hey all! I'm just filming this intro for this video, and I know the light is bad and it's probably noisy outside, but we can't do anything about it. I'm trapped under a little puppy. You see her later again in the video, and in some of the other videos you will learn more about the puppy life. But this video is not about puppies. But I will introduce you my 7th cast on, and I show you some of the things that happen here. And the first part is about meeting with Nechung Oracle, and I want to explain you something about it. Because in the video there's a chanting, I didn't want to do it with voiceovers. So in Tibet, oracles are traditional things that have special powers. So the oracle is going into trance, and in the trance state, he will be entered by a protective deity. So this deity is helping to protect, but also to tell things about the future. They have special healing powers and protection powers, and they are blessing different items. So traditionally, this is the things you get from Nechung. Yeah, my camera is not focusing on it. It's like little barley seeds, and they have special blessings to help you with health issues, but also with obstructions in your practice. And you can take them one by one. They should last quite a while. It's not a thing that you get all the time, as they are blessed in the ceremony that you will see in this video. We also had a private meeting with Nechung Oracle in his normal form when he is not in trance. But from there's no video material, but I can add a picture of this here. So we went with a friend that has some health issues and was quite amazing for her. He gave her great advice and gave some special healing things for her. And it was quite an interesting time. So in this video you will see the big puja where all the people are lining up to get their blessings from Nechung Oracle. And I was able to bless my new statue that I got. I show you a picture of the statue here as well. This is my new Avalokiteshvara statue. So it's great that I got it blessed by a really high spiritual protector deity. So it will be more activated for practice now. So please enjoy, and if you have any questions about anything you see in my videos, please just write them down in the comments. And later in the video you'll see arms rounds and then a specific puja at the end of the video. And I know the video is a bit longer, but I hope you enjoy it. See you soon! Hey all! Today we are at the last cast-on project for my 6 cast-ons for 2026. And this time we are starting a top, and it is called the Shona top by Irene Lin. You see it here in the picture, and I like Irene Lin's designs. And you saw the other day I was wearing this Anis top by Irene Lin, and I really like the fit and how it drapes, and it's like easy to wear in a monastery. Like a lot of the top patterns I find have the issue that they are shoulder free, and in the monastic settings that I'm at, even in Dharamsala, I'm not supposed to wear something like this. Like, I cannot wear this outside. This is just to wear under other things like the agave top, because the agave top has so much lace that I could also not wear it just like this. So this is how I wear it in reality, but inside my room I can wear whatever I want. But this is why I decided, instead of knitting more of the beautiful tank tops that you can find everywhere and that I personally love to wear most, I have to go for like easy fitting, a bit loose, sleeved tops. So the Shona top is the one that I want to make. And I want to make it in the same kind of yarns as this, and that I also use for the Elton cardigan that you saw me cast on some days ago. And it's a Relana organic cotton merino, but this time in this beautiful red color. I was choosing between this red and the beige, but all my friends voted for the red. And the top, you can see, has 2 versions, a short sleeved version and a sleeved version, and I'm going for the sleeved version this time. I already have a short sleeved version. Yeah, if I don't finish it before I go back home, I can show you the finished version because I have it home in Dharamsala. But back then I wasn't in the mood to continue making the sleeves because the yarn I used to it was just a nightmare to knit with. It was a yarn that I bought in Thailand and it didn't really have a label, and it was supposedly some kind of cotton yarn, but it was like, I don't know, a 6-ply or something, but it wasn't actually plied. So all the plies, I always went in between the different plies with my needles, and it didn't look really even, the tension wasn't right, and it was just not fun to work this pattern with this yarn. So I decided to just make the top version, but this time I'm determined to make the real sleeved version because that's what I need and that's what I want, and this top doesn't actually use a lot of yarn. So in theory, 2 balls of this should be enough, and then you can add the little crochet border, and I might do this in the gray that should be left over from the Elton cardigan, but for that I have to finish the Elton cardigan first before I can make a decision on this. But also I have some more colors where I just have one leftover bow. I got this when they went out of the stock in my favorite yarn shop in Germany. So she just gave me some random leftover skeins for like a really cheap price. So I can, like, I have a lot of more of the sweat one because I also want to make a cardigan with the wet one. But otherwise I can make it fully wet, or in the end decide to make the borders in a different color in crochet. So we will see this at the end, but for now we are just starting this top. And especially the top part is a nice simple knit, while at the end I have the nice lace pattern. So it's a good travel project, I think. I did cast on my Shona top. As you can see, I did the left and the right back, and I just put them together doing breakfast. Breakfast is usually my knitting time, but now I have to leave the house. There's some puppies waiting for some cuddles, and I always go for the call in the morning when His Holiness is blessing people. So this is the best time to be out there. So let's see if I find the time to come back to this later. I don't have any real plans today, but I never have real plans today, and then things happen and I'm out the whole day. So let's see if I can get more than this done, or if that's it, and this is our official cast on.
Może, żeby wbić w ziemię, nie wiem.
So these are kind of nomadic people that bring their herds over all different kind of areas. And this is where my friends stay, in a TCV school. And this is a view from the rooftop. And you see in most directions there's fields, trees, coconut palms. It's at sunset. And you see it's quite a rural area here. And it's pretty nice. On Wednesday, similar to Dharamsala, there is traditional dance, and everyone is meeting on the, you see, the basketball court, and it's showing their traditional dances.
I wonder what the songs are about.
everyone. As you can see and probably also hear, we are sitting outside on the road and I'm waiting for something. I will show to you when it happens. But I wanted to show you how much knitting I actually got done on my cast on day yesterday. So this is a bit of the back panel. There is now increases to shame the armholes, but I didn't get too much done yesterday because I became busy like always. So all the time here I plan to have knitting time and then something else happens. So yesterday I was spontaneously out for 6 hours that I had planned to be at home and knit. So, but I expected that something comes up. So now I had to get up early because something else is coming up and you will see it in a moment when it happens. So we are sitting on the street waiting for it. So here you see what we are waiting for. It's a group of monks. They are in a shared Sanskrit Pali project and they are on almsround today here, what is not a typical thing. But we got prepared to get them some alms this morning and that's what we were waiting for. So my friend didn't arrive yet, that's a bit of an issue, but not a serious one. I will just go further down the street to find my friend and then we give them something. So we made a funny mistake and there you can see the differences between the Tibetan Buddhist tradition and other Buddhist traditions, because the Tibetans usually don't walk arm rounds and they have 3 meals a day cooked from the monasteries that they don't have to worry about. So there what you normally offer is money. So my Tibetan monk friends that told me about the thing told me to exchange money and offer money to the monks. But then the Pali monks are not allowed to touch money or to accept money, so I had to quickly run and exchange it into food, what was quite a funny situation, because changing money was already complicated because the shops were closed already when he told me about the thing. So I had to exchange all my money with the local beggars. So I have like small bills for all the months, and it was supposed to be 60 months, but it was way less in the end. So you might wonder why it was way less months. Because Tibetan monks don't have offering bowls. They don't have begging bowls. So they didn't have enough bowls for the monks, so they had to do it over 3 days. There were like 65 monks and every day it was like 22 monks because that's the amount of bowls they could find together. Like the Theravadan monks had their own bowls and they shared them with the Tibetans, so everyone can do it once. And for the Tibetan monks it was actually the first time they do it. And you see they walk along the roads and they walk quite a distance until Camp 3 and then they repeated it the next days just down to the science center. And every day more people knew about it, so more people were waiting with food. And for the Tibetan monks it's funny because they have all their food, and also the food that was given here was a lot of cookies and stuff because that is easy to handle, it's not getting bad, and no one was prepared to cook something for the monks, what traditionally happens in the Theravadan countries. And yeah, at the end, they are chanting some blessings for the people that gave, and that's what you hear in the next clip. I wanted to show you a quick update on my Shona top while I'm puppy watching. She's still sick, so we take care of her. And I did had a little bit of knitting time over the last days, not as much as I hoped to. But you see there is like sleeves, and I'm up to the body and the round. This will not be enough wool to finish the top on the strip anyways, but it's getting along. And yeah, it's a fun project that I can take along with me easily and knit while a puppy is sleeping on me. In case you wonder what are the spontaneous things that come up here that distract me from my knitting time, it's something like this. I was just walking along a road and then I realized there's a special puja going on, and I just sat down to do my prayers and then I was invited. So this was a puja for Rinpoche from Kinao, that's a place in the mountains in the north. And all the people wear the traditional outfits from the region. You can see it's quite beautiful. And yeah, it's a nice tradition and I was invited for the whole party. It's all handcrafted, and now the people are lining up in different groups to go into the puja to get the blessings from the Rinpoche, while the monks are preparing a big lunch for all the people. And I got invited to join the lunch and had a nice chat with one of the monks from Kinawa that speaks perfect English for some reason. I think he was in America for a while. So it was quite an interesting conversation, and we were able to eat inside the main gompa. And this is just what's going on our everyday life here. And when you just are open to join things like this, you will not have a lot of knitting time left. Look at all the food. This is one of the best meals I had here because there were so many options, so many delicious veggie things. Yeah, it was totally delicious. Spending some time there, enjoying the food, enjoying the people, enjoying the culture. This is it.